Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome. Okay, let me introduce myself first. I'm Li Wenxiang from Utah. Welcome to today's Limit Breakers Maths Quiz preliminary round. If you have any question, please leave your question at the chat box. We are streaming this competition live on e-KLESF Facebook. This live streaming will be stopped once the competition starts. Okay, before the competition start, I would like to promote the next event first. At 1 o'clock, we will have our virtual sose, Perkongsian Inovasi STEM, Bangunan Tanpa Gempa. So please join us again using the same link at 1 o'clock. Okay, now I would like to introduce the team members for this quiz competition. They are Mr. Tan Jun Bin, Ms. Lee Mi Yong, and Mr. Chong Chin Yen. Mr. Tan Jun Bin is currently a lecturer. He is also the person in charge today. Then Mr. Lee Mi Yong is also currently a lecturer, while Mr. Chong Chin Yen is currently an assistant lecturer. Three of them are from the Department of Science and Engineering, Center for Foundation Studies, Kampa Campus, University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Utah. Now, without further ado, we will turn the time over to Mr. Tan. He will brief you about the competition rules and regulation. Okay, now I pass to Mr. Tan.
Okay, thank you, Miss Lee, for the intro. So I'm Tan. Okay, next to me is my partner, Lee. So I'm going to brief you on, first of all, I forgot to thank you all for joining this quiz competitions. It's organized by Center for Foundation Studies, University Tunku Abdul Rahman. So the purpose of us doing this quiz is to enhance the knowledge about mathematical facts among the students, and in the hope of raising awareness of how fun maths can be. Okay, so let me go through with the rules and regulation first. So this quiz, there'll be 2 rounds of quiz. Okay, there'll be a preliminary round, which consists of 15 objective questions.
Hi, Mr. Tan. I think okay.
Just now muted from beginning.
No. I'm not sure what is the setting. Never mind, you may proceed.
Okay, I'll just proceed. So from preliminary round to final round, only the top 10 participants with the highest score will be eligible for this final round. All right. And then for item 3 here, the scoring criteria. Okay. So accuracy of answers. This is when if you answer correctly, you'll get a total of 600 points. Okay. And there's an extra point, which is the speed of answering correctly. Maximum given 400 points. Okay. And this one will reduce proportionate to the times being taken you used to spend on solving the questions. So that means if you answer correctly right away without using much time, you'll be having a total of maximum points of 1,000. All right. So each question is designated with a countdown timer. So this one is to decide what is the speed. How many points for the speed you're going to give you. All right. And then item 4 here, you get the 0 points for the wrong answer, regardless of the speed. Okay. So item 4, both rounds are given a total of time limit of 30 minutes respectively. And then during the stoppage time, okay, I will end the quiz, so any unattempted questions by the participants will be automatically awarded with 0 points. So you only get a score based on how many correct answers that you answered previously. Okay, so the final score will be recorded during the stoppage time. Okay, then item 7 here. Only the top 3 participants with the highest score in the final round eligible for prizes. So in case you're wondering about the prizes, for the winner, we're giving a cash prize of 200 ringgit. And then for the first runner up, which is the second, we'll be giving 130 ringgit for the cash prize. And then the third one will be giving 70 ringgit. Okay, so only the top 3 eligible for the prizes. Right? And then the last attempt, which is the important one here, any quiz attempt after the commencement of a quiz at 11:30 a.m. for the preliminary round or the 3:30 p.m. for the final round will not be entertained, which means that let's say you go and re-attempt the quiz again, who knows, let's say 11:40 a.m. So the scores you obtain will not be entertained, and that means it's considered void. All right, so if you have any question regarding the rules and regulations, you can type in the chat here. Is everyone clear? No questions, huh? So, okay. So assuming all okay, since I don't see any messages there. Yes, you can use calculator. Okay, no worry, you can use calculator. You can use any other source of information. Even you even can browse internet, but just take note that the total time given is only maximum of 30 minutes. Okay, only a maximum of 30 minutes. So if you want to use another source of information to obtain the answers, please make good use of the time. All right. Okay, so I'll just proceed to the next one. The next slide. Okay, this one here is later on when you answer the questions, you notice there's a white bar on top of the questions here. This bar is actually to indicate the countdown timer. So this white bar will keep on depleting gradually. So once this white bar ended, okay, no more already, which means you won't get any marks for the speed. Okay, but you can still carry on answer the questions. Okay, that means the total marks, if this timer ended, the total marks if you answer correctly, only maximum 600 points. Okay, but also bear in mind that the total time for all the questions only 30 minutes. So don't spend too much time on the single questions. Okay, and then this one here, the next one, this one is just in case, okay, this one happens sometimes, technical issues. Let's say you finish the quiz already, okay, and then you see these messages pop up. It says couldn't connect to quizzes. Don't worry about this. Your score actually recorded already. Okay, it's just some technical issues. You can't display the page in the view here. So don't worry about this if you, in case you experience this later on. Okay, this is when you finish everything already. Okay. All right, so now I'll just brief you on the important guidelines on how to join this quiz and also some important details you have to take note. This one I mentioned already. This one, the 2 rounds. There's a preliminary round, which is from 11:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. later on. And there'll be 15 challenging objective questions. And only the top 10 highest score will be proceed to the final round. And this one, I have to inform you guys first. The top 10 highest score, I will notify you all through email. Okay, I will notify you this through email. So please do check your email later on to find out who's the top 10 highest scores. Okay, I'll email everyone here. All right. And then for the final round, will be from 3:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. and consists of 20 challenging objective questions together with short answer questions. And only the top 3 highest score as the winners. Okay, so the prizes I mentioned earlier. So this quiz, we're going to conduct through quizzes.com. Okay, it's a platform, it's an online platform specifically on creating and also to answer the quiz. So for those who are unfamiliar, right, I like you guys to open your browser. Whether your browser is a phone browser or PC browser, also work the same, don't worry. You open your browser, you go to this page, joinmyquiz.com. Okay, joinmyquiz.com. So after you enter this address, you'll be directed to this page that you see in front of your screen here. Okay, where there's a sections here, the one I circle here, where you suppose you can actually enter the code to join here. All right, and this code, right, I will email you the code to all the registered participants. Okay, I'll email the code to all the registered participants here. So to avoid any unwanted participants here, because we only accept the 50 registered participants earlier. So I will email this code to the registered email. So in case you accidentally key in an inactive email during your registrations, please do let us know now, so I can send you the code to your active email. Okay. And then after you enter the code, okay, the code later on will be in the form of a 6-digit numbers. Okay. After you enter the code, right? Okay, this is an important one here. You're supposed to enter your name. Okay, once you enter the code for the quiz, you'll be directed to this page where you can enter your name. Okay, this name, I need you guys to enter your actual name. Don't put a nickname or whatever, just put a real name, because that's how we identify you. Okay, if your name is too long, because over here there's a limited text allowed here. So if your name is too long, you can choose to enter a recognizable name. For example, like a part of your name. Okay, and we'll check through all the names later on. So whichever name that is not in the registered list will be disqualified. Okay, so do make sure that you fill in your real name. Okay, if you enter a fake name, while you actually registered earlier already, but unfortunately you're still going to be disqualified. So please enter your real name. This is the most important part here. Okay, that's how we identify you. Okay, so once you key your name, you can press the start. This start doesn't mean that you can start the quiz right away. I'm the one who's going to start the quiz later on. Once you press the start here, you're just going to place in a waiting list, okay, to await for others. Then we can check your names here. Then only 11:30 sharp, I'll go and start the quiz. Okay, so everyone clear on all these procedures here? Any questions? So if no questions, I'll send out the code now. So all of you, please access to the joinmyquiz.com, key in the code, and enter your real name. Okay, so in case you can't receive, you didn't receive the email, please let us know as well. Okay, you can access your email and check the code now. We have sent it. Unfortunately, if you didn't register earlier, you cannot participate in this quiz.
Okay, Mr. Tan, I would like to just interrupt for a while.
All right.
Okay, so dear all participants, we will stop the Facebook live streaming now. Then the registered participants, they will start the competition shortly at about 11:30. So before we end the Facebook live streaming, I would like to promote again at 1 o'clock, we will have our consider the last virtual event, which is virtual sose, titled Perkongsian Inovasi STEM Bangunan Tanpa Gempa. At 1 o'clock, you may join us back using the same Zoom link, or you also can watch live at e-KLESF Facebook page. Facebook page name is Kuala Lumpur Engineering Science Fair. Okay, thank you. We'll stop the Facebook and pass back the session to Mr. Tan. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Lee. So I'm going to check the list. Anyone didn't receive the email? Could you let us know? Those registered participants. Okay, so the message from Ilan Segan. Did you register earlier? Because we didn't see your name in the list here. Registered now. Okay, Visalam also said they didn't receive the email. Let me check. Brandon, yes, you can use a calculator. Okay, so repeat again, you all can use calculator or any other source of information, even from browsing the internet. But do take note that the time for the whole quiz is only 30 minutes. Visalam, did you register earlier? Because I don't see your name in the list also. You registered, you mean you registered during the one that you key in the form in the e-KLESF website? What is your email? Huh? So Visalam and Alan Segaran, I already sent you the email. Check the email now. So the quiz will begin in a moment. Huh? So we wait for those two first, then we start. So everyone please stand by at the page of the quizzes. I'm going to start in a moment. I'll give you exactly 30 minutes. So Visalam, have you joined in yet? And also Alan Segaran? Okay, Visalam join already. So Alan Sugaran, have you joined? Okay, join already. So everyone, I'll be giving you exactly 30 minutes from now. So everyone stand by. So good luck in the quiz. Oh, sorry, Brandon, you can only attempt once. To be fair for others, only once, okay? So around 5 minutes left. So far, there are still 6 of you, so you haven't completed yet. All right, so time's up. So I'm going to end the quiz. Any unattempted questions considered 0, huh? Okay, so about the notifications of the top 10 participants going to advance the final round, I'll let you guys know through the email after I filter out and assess again all these top 10 participants here, because I need to recheck whether is this the attempt started at 11:30 a.m. or is it after. So as we mentioned the rules and regulations earlier, any attempts after 11:30 a.m. will not be entertained. So those will be considered void. All right, so later on, in a moments later, I'm going to email the results to all of you, who is the top 10 participants. And for the top 10 participants, we're going to see you in 3 p.m. later on. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. So thanks for joining again. Okay, goodbye.
Anyone? Okay, thank you, Mr. Tan, and thank you all the participants for joining the quiz. For the top 10 winners, we will see you again at 3 o'clock. You may join using the same Zoom link. In the meantime, you can join us later at 1 o'clock. We have our virtual sauce. Okay, that will be our last webinar. Okay, thank you, everyone. Okay, if you, I will keep this Zoom for a few more minutes. If you have any question, you may still type here. Then after probably 5 minutes, then we will end the Zoom here. Okay, thank you.